Hey everybody, welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It's Angie. This is part 2 of Get Ready With Me today. And today I'm going to, well, part 1 I already did my foundation, concealer, powder, contour. I showed you all of that. Part 2, I want to introduce you to Juvia's Place new palette, the Nomad, and do a nice fall orangey green brownish gold look. Now, Juvia's Place, the Nomad, is not a new palette. It's just new to me. I'm going to show you. Beautiful. These are all colors that I would wear every day in the fall and in the summer. I love a nice yellow. I love browns. This gold is popping. I tried it on last night. I have to use it. It's going to be my new favorite color. This is a great fall palette. Now, I didn't buy this when it first came out because if you are a Juvia's Place fan, when I looked at the palette, I was like, I already have all these colors. Like, I feel like I already had a mustard yellow. I already had like a burnt orange. And I hate just buying a palette because it's new and it's Juvia's Place or whoever. I hate having double, triple, quadruple the colors because you can only use one at a time. So this is finally an Ulta Beauty. Ulta carries Juvia's Place, if many of you don't know. And it took a while for this one to come into the store so I could play in it. And so when it finally came into the store, I believe it might have been sometime early this week because I was there Wednesday before my Zumba class. And I was just playing in the colors and I was like, no, these are all different. Like they look the same if you're just looking online, but these are all different. Like this gold, this yellow has like a touch of, can you see? Gold shimmer in it. It's not just a matte, but it's not a shimmer. And this right here, it looks kind of brown, but it's like I call it swamp green, like a real nice hunter green color. And it doesn't look like that in the palette. So you have to kind of go into Ulta and play with the colors to see if you really want to buy it or not. Like, I can't always trust everything online. So it's new to me and I'm excited to play in it this morning and do a look. So as I said, I already did part 1. I did my brows and I've already primed my eyes off camera. I did my brows off camera because the last time I got them arched, I'm not gonna say her name, but she arched them a little bit too short, so it takes me a long time to kind of draw a line under and fill them in. But I can't wait for them to grow back because I feel like the arch is finally right. Like this is how I like my eyebrows to look. I just need them to grow back to fill in. So the first color I'm gonna use, I'm not gonna even begin to say the names, and they don't even have the names on here this time, so I'm just gonna point to it. It looks yellow in the light, but it's really like a tannish brown. So I'm gonna dip in here and use this as my transition on my lids. And I love this color because it looks exactly like skin. It's the perfect transition color if you're around my skin type or color or shade, whatever is the correct word to say, because it looks like a perfect blend. It's a perfect transition color. As you can see, I'm putting it on, but it doesn't look like anything, and it's definitely not yellow. So you can't really trust all the time when people show you stuff on camera, because that's why you have to go in, like, if you have the opportunity to go into an Ulta or Sephora or even like Macy's, anywhere where they have the makeup, play in it. They have testers, do samples on yourself, because it doesn't always look the same on camera. So next, I'm gonna switch into like a thicker brush I want to use this burnt orange color, but this is like a soft burnt orange. And when I blended it yesterday, I'm just going to show you. It's a really pretty brownish orangish color. On this camera, it almost looks just brown. It does, you can't even see the shades of orange as I'm looking into the camera, but when I look into the mirror, it's different. I'm gonna try to not wing it out, but kind of pull it out high and not low. Pretty. Let's do the other eye. And then I'm just kind of pulling it out, kind of winging it where I pull it to the end of my tail of my eyebrow. So I don't want to pull it down because I don't want shadow to just fall down. I want it to kind of look lifted. And I bought these new eyeshadow shields, which I love, and I probably should have used, but I feel like you can only use an eyeshadow shield if you do eyes first, because once you put it on the powder and the foundation, it's gonna just lift it all off. And I haven't gotten to the routine of doing eyes first. I usually do face first, so that's why I didn't use them today. Because usually if I do eyes first, it takes me longer to do my makeup. Because once I have my eyes done, you have to be so careful when you're blending because you don't want to mess up your eyes. So now I told you before, I have the hooded eyes where when I look straight on, you can't really see that beautiful orangish color. So now I'm gonna just try to pick it up and blend it up into my brow. So just when I look on the camera straight on, you can see the color and it doesn't get hidden. But I don't want to take it all the way here. I just want to blend it up, straight up a little bit and then around. See? There, now you can see the color straight on. Next, this is kind of what I call a swampy brown. It's kind of like a muted, it's not very bam brown, but it's kind of like a mixture of colors brown. Where's that brush I had? Here it is. I'm gonna dip into this, and then I only want this in my crease. Here comes Luke and Angelo. He better not want to go outside in the middle of my video. You see how that's just a really pretty brown, but it's not really that dark. It's like a perfect blending brown. And it has touches of green in it. Beautiful. You gotta go outside. He would wanna mess up my video. Chick! Come let Luke Angelo outside.
Mama.
Let Luke Angelo outside.
What you want?
Let Luke Angelo outside. Now I'm gonna take my fluffy brush and do some extra blending just to make sure, like, it probably looks blended on camera, but in the mirror you don't want any harsh lines on your eyes. You want it to all look blended. Okay, now I want the ends of my lids to be very dark, and then I'm gonna attempt a cut crease for this gold because this gold really pops on top of concealer, because I tried to just put it on my lid the other night, and then I practiced the other lid with the concealer, and it was like bam in your face. So, but I don't want my whole lid gold. I want the corners of my eyes to have this dark brown. What is he eating? I'm gonna tap it up into my crease just a little, but not a lot. That already looks good, just like that. But I'm telling you, this gold is gonna be your new favorite color. Now for a cut crease, you know you need a little bit of concealer. And I mean, I'm just gonna use one swipe. I don't want a lot of concealer on my cut crease. One, I'm still practicing at it, and I don't wanna mess up my whole eye look with a lot of concealer. So I'm gonna start with a little. And I'm just gonna put it all over the part of the lid where I want the gold to be, all the way in its corner. And then of course you open your eyes so you can make sure you get it to that very top spot. And then you cut it from there and bring it down. And then do the other eye the same way. Put it all over the lid where you want the gold to be. Open. See, I got that top spot. I want to make sure I bring it all the way down. Cut. Looks good. Okay. Wipe this concealer off. Now, I want to use this same brush. I'm going to wipe my brush off with, I would normally have a makeup wipe, but I created my own with a little cotton pad. Clean. Okay, let's get into this gold. Just put a little bit on this brush. This brush might be too small. Let's try it first. Where's the brush I had yesterday? I used a thicker brush yesterday. Yes. Oh, yes. Fallout. I'm gonna wipe it away. I want to tap this gold all over the concealer. Looking good, looking good. This gold has a ton of fallout, which I hate, but you can wipe it away with a powder brush. It just makes your eyes, this gold makes your eyes pop. Okay, that's enough gold. So I'm gonna flip this over and I'm gonna go back into my muted greenish brown and kind of clean up my crease. Because I don't want the defiantness of my crease to go away from the gold. That looks so good. And then I want to just blend the gold into the lid where I have the dark brown. I don't want it to be such a harsh cut off. So I just want to blend it to make it look like it's seamless. I don't want it to look like brown gold. Always blending your shimmers so you don't have that harsh cut off line. There you go. And that's the Juvia's place. That looks good. Okay, now let's finish up this face. I'm gonna take this brush, just brush away the fallout. Next, what I do to finish up my face is, of course, I bronze it. This is Pretty Vulgar. That's the name of the bronzer, Pretty Vulgar. And I got this out of a BoxyCharm. I have not seen this brand anywhere, but I really love this bronzer. I'm gonna have to Google it and see where I can buy it because I'm almost at pan. I use this every day. And I would be a repeat customer. And I feel like the bronzer just warms up her face. And I usually put the bronzer everywhere I contour it. Give you that snatched look. Now today for my blush, I'm gonna use Makeup Shayla.